What's up, faithful? Welcome to the East Coast Red and Gold podcast. I'm Niners Jess, along with Ty Alston, Maddie B, and Niner Lady Dina. It is Wednesday, December 3rd. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hey,
Victory Wednesday. All right.
I nodded after you said Niner Lady Dina just to confuse people.
nice.
All right. Before we get started, we are brought to you by Faithful Gear. Get your customized Niners gear made for the faithful by the faithful at faithfulgear209.com. All right. Let's talk Cleveland Browns. Third straight win. First win in Cleveland since 1984. That's 41 years.
Yeah.
Granted, we didn't play there every year, but you guys
games.
get the idea.
Boom.
Talk a little bit about the defense, Dina. And what
I
you
loved
saw.
it. I loved it. I thought the defense was on point. They were right. I mean, I was just like, yay team. They were on point. And there were some, little slip ups here and there, but I don't think it was their fault. There are a lot of holding calls that weren't called. But other than that, I thought the defense was tight. And I was glad to see that because everybody was saying, oh, they're going to score on you, they're going to score early, they're going to score on you, and it's going to be back and back. No, the defense held them to what? What was that? One touchdown?
One score.
Yep.
That's it. So they were gelling. I loved it. Made me happy.
Maddie?
Look, when you face a team that has given their rookie starter as few reps as the Browns have given Shedeur Sanders, you hope for a performance like this from this defense, right? Because if they don't perform in a situation like this and he carves you up, it kind of leads people to be like, okay, is there really just so much talent gone that you can't make? Can Robert Saleh no longer make chicken salad out of chicken shit, right? In that scenario, it's kind of that buoy game. You know what I mean? Like it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. They cranked it on for this game. Like they did everything you would have wanted them to do. They got pressure on the quarterback. They had good, legal, clean hits
Yes.
on the quarterback. Receivers going out of bounds. Like they weren't headhunting. They weren't doing anything cheap, but they were playing tough physical football, which is exactly what you want this team to do. And here's the best part. They made it through the week pretty much unscathed, and now they're going into a bye week. Yay, team, right?
Mhm.
Like this defense
Yes.
just A plus 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 for this one, right? Like well done.
Yeah, Cleveland Farrell had 2 sacks, 4 sacks in 4 games. Keon White had 1 sack. You bring up Malik Mustafa, Upton Stout, D Winters. Maddie, you brought up Robert Saleh, 9 points versus the Panthers, 8 points versus the Browns, doing a phenomenal job. Ty, your thoughts?
Yeah, defense did what they should have done. I said a few weeks ago, this defense isn't a problem. They had a blip against one common opponent, but other than that, they've been awesome. Man, we talk so much about getting the young guys reps. Get them on the field, get them reps, give them experience. And we've seen that, right? We've seen that this season. It's finally come to fruition. And look how these guys are playing and how it's paying off for them and how it's paying off for the team overall. Like, I don't know why that's not the philosophy every year, but hey, it is what it is. But the defense was outstanding. Young guys stepping up, just making plays left and right. And it's good to see when we actually got a comfortable lead. Guys get to pin their ears back, go after the quarterback, make life very uncomfortable as they're a one-dimension team. And that's what you want to see. So, kudos to those guys, and they're just going to keep flourishing as this thing goes forward.
Yeah, Sin says our pass rush has improved. It definitely it definitely has. And John Lynch was on KMBR last week, as he is every week, and he pretty much said that, he expects the pass rush to finally come together. And I feel like we're seeing that. And it just it took a little bit, but I feel like, just with adding Keon White, adding Cleveland Farrell, the under the radar signings right there.
Shout out to John Lynch, who did nothing at the trade deadline.
Yes, he did absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
But yeah, they have definitely helped us out a lot. Leon says Falcons should be our second favorite team the rest of the year.
Kirk Cousins helping out his good friend Kyle Shanahan. Let's go. Right? Like, let's do it. Sign it up. Darnell Mooney revenge tour. I'm all in. Right? Just don't bench Bijan.
The Falcons face all our division rivals in the last stretch. They would be huge in the 49ers winning the West. Yep. We'll talk all about that later on. Special teams.
Skybar, baby.
Yes.
Sky's the limit.
This special teams unit is great. And we haven't been able to say that
in a long time.
Jump started the last two games for this team.
Yeah.
Really just timely jolts of energy when they needed it. Just unbelievable. Stuff that you never see, right? Oh, let's start the drive at the 1 yard line against Arizona, right? And then you get the punt return. Just
did a 15. Yep.
Yeah.
Everything he has done he's just gotten better and better and better each week. And I think the biggest thing that we're starting to see is how important it is for our fantastic ass position coaches, which have really survived almost all the upheaval, right? The Kaczeriks, the Forsters, everybody's like survives, right? The good ones. When you have a really, really good coordinator in there, they can really focus on this stuff, right? And they can really develop these guys. And with each injury, whether it was the Bosa injury, whether it was the Warner injury, you kind of have to morph that system. So everything changes a little bit and everything kind of resets.
Yeah.
If you can kind of get a core in there and kind of get some people going and in some spots where they feel comfortable and where they are, you'd be surprised what people can do. And we're starting to see that right now. And now you're going to have a bunch of picks in next year's draft, right? And if you hit 50, 60% of those, it's great. You know what I mean? I think the one thing, Ty, that I think will answer both of our questions, why don't they do this sooner? And why don't they do this more where they play the young guys? They're finally drafting young guys that are actually able to play right away without having to take this red shirt development year BS stuff, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys. I don't know what it is. It's almost like they just throw away that rookie year, and I don't. It seemed like sometimes they're looking for the home run a little bit more than, hey, we need that person that. I think they're finally starting to understand that the experience does matter in a lot of different cases, right? And you can't just bang on that raw upside every time. And you're starting to see that help with the philosophy, because look at this depth. This depth was not here last year.
Not at all.
It just wasn't. It wasn't there. 206 games lost this year. It head and shoulders above everybody else. This team's 9-4. Going into a bye week. Rest up in Hawaii, CJ West. You earned it, young buck.
I saw that.
You earned it.
Yeah, he's in the North Shore. Yeah, I mean, Maddie, you mentioned the young guys, and last year's draft, this year's draft. Experience does matter. and we've seen it. We've seen it last year. We've seen it this year.
And the level
Tiger-
of play that they're coming from too, right? Just to add on to that, right? Like
Yeah.
it's coming from the bigger. You're starting to see more and more. Like it seems like if they're not coming from a power school, at least played it one or two of them. You're not seeing that as much. They're not just taking the guys that went to Youngstown State for 4 years.
And you mentioned the position coaches. I don't think they get enough of credit.
Nah,
Mhm.
they never do. Only when things go bad, they get noticed and yelled at.
True. Chris
You
Chris
know.
Forrester, the main one.
Chris Kasarek got heat too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. But they're phenomenal at what they do. I mean,
Yeah, it was nice to see. It really was. Nice change of pace. A positive change of pace. It's nice to see Sky Moore get double-digit yardage, which is something we haven't seen in a long time. And the way he runs is just phenomenal. I thought at one point it looked like he was twisting his ankle the way he was running, like kind of like dodged a little bit, but the rest of his body caught up with it, and it kind of looked normal. Like, oh God, I thought he had like broke his ankle, but the rest of the body caught up, and he just like swerved right on in. I said, okay, now. It was really good to see, and I'm glad to see some, like I said, double yardage for a change, double-digit yardage, instead of just like 2 yards, 5 yards. But it was really good to see, and I think these guys, like you said, Maddie, are like ready to play. They come in ready to play, and the experience shows. It really does.
well, Brent Boyer has done a great job with special teams. We saw how the year started, where it is now. Everything's just better, right? Making the change of putting Curtis Robinson back there. Not Curtis Robinson, Brian Robinson Jr. As an extra kick returner.
Mhm.
And he's paid dividends for us. Brilliant move. Just the kick coverage, which was just awful last year. Look how good it is this year.
How many
know?
flags?
Exactly. It's like night and day. It's beautiful. And my number one takeaway of special teams is that they're just playing smart. It's heads up, right? They're using their brains. Sky Moore, at the beginning of the year, we saw him fielding punts inside the 5. Now he's letting that go, right? Smart. Darrell Luda Jr. gets a muff punt, gets the ball, does the smart thing. Just let me get down and secure it.
Right.
Just let me get down. I don't need to be a hero. I was there for the Super Bowl. I saw what happened. I was part of what happened.
Yeah.
Let me just get down and secure it. That's smart football. No need to be a hero at that point. We got things pretty much in command.
Mhm.
It's a field position game. Just get down and secure it. That's smart football. So you got to applaud what they're doing. It's a breath of fresh air just coming from the terrible coverage and things that went on last year.
It's great when all 3 phases essentially work together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ty, you mentioned the field position. It's just, I don't know, it's a good thing to see. And it's, sometimes you have to sit back and be like, wait, is this the 49ers? Like during
What
the
team
game,
is this?
right? Like
You ain't
with,
lying, Jess. You ain't lying.
yeah, I mean, the Arizona game with with Sky Moore, it's just like, wow, really? Like that's Sky Moore? There was Steve-O says, wasn't everyone complaining we were only signing street players?
John Lynch did nothing in the offseason too. Remember free agency? John Lynch did nothing. Why is he there? Why is he getting a paycheck? He did absolutely nothing in free agency. So shout out to John Lynch for doing nothing in free agency.
Yeah, John Lynch doesn't do anything. Come on.
Yep, doesn't do anything.
He goes on KMBR. That's what he does.
Yep, that's all he does. Does interviews. That's it.
Bebop says B-Rob is the best RB2 in years.
Imagine if they actually used him.
Yeah. And use them more properly. Like, ugh. Can you get more than a damn toss play? Like,
I've gone back and I've seen a lot of the Wendell Tyler, Roger Craig era 49ers, which reminds me a lot of this team, that 1983 team. There's a lot of similarities. They just kind of had to go with what they had, right? Dwight Clark got hurt. All right, well, we got Russ Francis coming back from retirement. We've got
Russ.
Wendell Tyler, who fumbles every fifth play, but plays 1 through 4. He's probably going to get about 6 to 7 yards per chunk. So we have to live with that fumble and just hope our guys fall on it, right? And then there was Roger Craig, the rookie fullback from Nebraska. Like, there's just jackknife like or Swiss Army knife versatility at every single position.
Yeah.
Even after Clark got hurt, you still had Mike Wilson, you still had Freddie Solomon.
Yeah.
So, like, they
Man, them dudes
made
was
it all the way
fast.
to the NFC title game, could have made it to the Super Bowl, right? This team has that chance.
Mhm.
I'm really, really excited about the way things are shaping up in the NFC. Lord, please, if for some reason the NFC West cannot be won by the 49ers, please let it be won by the Rams. Please. Because no matter what round that is, opening round, second, like whatever, NFC title game, I don't care. That's the home game, right?
Yeah.
That's the home game to get you back home. It's
True.
perfect.
True.
It's absolute craziness. Like they've got an extra home game just waiting for them if the Rams move on. Like, the only place they really, if you look at the way the standings add up, I think the only two places they wouldn't have home field advantage, or at least be like at worst 50-50, would be Philadelphia and Green Bay. And Green Bay, just because it's tougher to get to at the last minute, right? Like, you can't just, oh shoot, well, we're just gonna whip into Green Bay, 6 days in advance. That just doesn't fly. You know what I mean?
No.
So
No.
Well, since Maddie's talking about it, here's the scenarios. Regardless of the Chicago Green Bay result, San Francisco will jump ahead one of them to the 6th seed. If Seattle loses to Atlanta, the Niners will advance to the 5th seed. If the Rams lose to Arizona, we'll advance to the 5th seed. If Seattle and the Rams both lose, we jump to the number 2 seed.
Okay.
I almost want this team to go on the road. I feel like they're a better team on the road. I really do.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day.
It's just, it sounds
more
weird.
aggression.
Like, if you're not going to get that, extra week off to get healthy, right? Like, and I don't know, they didn't look all that super sharp coming off of the bye week last time.
Nope.
So, yeah, and they didn't look super sharp coming out of the bye week in the playoffs 2 years ago either. So, yeah, let's just temper that.
Pterodome says that he wants his home game in February at Levi Stadium.
Right? Like, that's what worked for the Bucks.
Hey,
That's
that'd be a great home game for
2020.
us.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
I know previous seasons, people have said like, oh, this team is special. We're going to make a run here, especially in, 2023. Do you guys think that this team is special and we can go on a run?
it's a hard question.
It has to be.
I'm here, Ty. I ask all the hard questions.
Yeah. Go ahead,
I
Matt.
don't want to think.
It has to be to have survived all that they've survived, to have the record that they have. And honestly, if we look at that 9-4 record, because we're all delusional, we can think of at least 2 games out of that 4 that should have been wins, right?
Hell to the yeah.
So yeah, that's just how this season has gone, right? No matter who's played quarterback, no matter what it is. So depth has been the name of the game this year. and they finally found some of their guys. And yeah, there's some plays where Jair Brown and Malik Mustafa are not quite diagnosing the play as quickly as you would like them to, but that's why you're getting them reps, right?
Yeah.
Like you
They're
watch
still
it.
super young.
This team does such a good job, especially the defense. Like when you watch their film from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, it's night and day. It's just
Yeah.
night and day. And it's not that they've changed schemes. It's not that they've done
No.
any sort of
No.
whatever. It's just, oh, right. You can see the light bulb come on in their heads. It's all individual, and sometimes it's, a couple guys get it at once, and then the next guy gets on the next play, but they're doing a great job of figuring it out.
Yeah.
And they're figuring it out earlier and earlier. Like this game against Cleveland, like Cleveland was going down to score pretty early, and that Farrell sack early put them back into their own, put them back into their own territory. They had
Yeah.
a punt. Like that's field level changing stuff. Like last year, you know what that was? That's a first
Mm.
down.
Mm.
That's a first down. There's a defensive holding call because someone probably let somebody go and they hung on to him too long. And it's a first down, and we're all mad about it. And we're like, why does this team get all these ridiculous flags, right? And then they kick a field goal. Instead, they have to punt it. One touchdown this entire game. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, whoops, somebody forgot to guard the tight end because he's wearing number 44 instead of number 80 something.
Yeah,
That's really what it
busted
seemed
coverage.
like. Yeah, that's it. That's all it was.
Yeah.
All right.
And I
So
say they're
go ahead, Dee.
I was going to say I say that they're special, but I also say that they're really gritty. They're really gritty and gutsy, and that's something we haven't seen in a while. And I think that's what makes it exciting, because they're like, we're not stopping. Yeah, we may be a lot of guys out, a lot of things are not going our way, but we're going to do this. So there's a lot of grit, there's a lot of guts involved. And that's what makes it special.
See, as I say, it's a hard question for me because I'm biased. I think every team is special. I mean, that 49ers uniform, if you're in it, you're special, and we got a lot of special players.
Yeah.
I don't think it's special. I don't think it's I think it's just 49er football. It's the 49er way. Like, how many guys have we seen come in, buy into the system, and just ball out? And you're like, man, this guy, I don't know where he was before, but he's a great contributor. Oh man, I'm glad we drafted this guy. I wish he could get on the field more. Oh man, what a good play. Like, it is what it is. And these guys are just playing 49ers football. Like last year was this weird aberration where just things didn't go well, and it happens every few years. But here we are back to playing 49ers football. Damn, who's on the field? They're all doing it.
All right. Well, before we move on to other topics, let's talk about the offense against the Cleveland Browns defense. Brock Purdy was pressured 58% of the time, but we've discussed Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, and how Brock Purdy's mobility is huge, and it was definitely huge against this Browns defense. Your thoughts on the offense, Ty?
Offense was hit and miss. They couldn't really put a drive together to save their life, but what they did well was take advantage of the good field position that they were given because of special teams and defense. And, 2 years ago, they were kind of put in similar situations and couldn't cash in. This year was different. They did cash in, and that was really the big difference in the ball game. So I think the offense was hit and miss, but it's a good defense. They did what they could, but hell, they put points on the board, 3 touchdowns. I'm gonna take it, take advantage of the field position. So I give them kudos for that. Are we talking about Brock individually? Is he a part of this conversation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we talked about Brock last week and how he did not perform well. He stuck up the joint, and I said Brock is a real pro. He takes pride in what he does, and he'll bounce back. Brock was balling. He was balling. Ballin, balling. And I was all over Twitter saying, just let him throw, let him cook, because he had it. He had it. This was his day, and he was there. All the mistakes he made last week, you saw how he corrected all that crap and was just throwing darts to people. Win be damned. So, hats off to Brock, who shows you, why he's just a damn good quarterback. And all those haters that want to compare him to Tua and all those other quarterbacks, they just need to shut up. Just shut up. So really loved what I saw from Brock. Besides the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Dina.
didn't quite do the whole dance. He hit the Doug.
No. Yeah.
He hit the Doug.
The
The
Doug.
E wasn't quite there.
No.
He can work on that though.
Yeah. I agree with you, Ty. I was very optimistic. He corrected a lot of the things that he didn't do in the last game, that he did do in this game, i.e. his movements, eyeing where the ball is going, and just being more aware of his surroundings. And I was just like, dude, now you're looking like the Brock Purdy that I know and love. Because he was just all over the place. If he couldn't get the ball in one place, he just like, okay, got to move here. Boom, did it. If he couldn't do it, then he ran a little bit. Now that kind of scared me, but he made it happen. And even, dare I say, my favorite, number 64, actually looked good for a while. He's starting to impress me. But yeah, I thought the offense, like you said, was hit or miss. But other than that, Brock carried it. I mean, he looked really damn good out there. And I was really, really impressed by his movements, his mobility, like you said, his mobility out there, and his awareness of where to look. Not just in one area, he scouted the field, and it showed. It really showed. Oh, shout out to my love, Bebop.
Yeah, I mean, with Brock's mobility, he's not 100%, but what player is 100%?
None of them.
By this time during the season. But it showed that his toe was a non-factor. Maddie, your thoughts on the offense?
That was one of Brock's best games as a pro. Kyle doesn't solve the Jim Schwartz code very often. And Brock kind of helped him unlock that. He was really patient with what he was given, and he was conservatively aggressive. How's that sound? Like a lot of his throws, even the ones that you could tell were gonna have problems with the wind, he put them in places where like the damage was going to be, the worst case scenario was going to be it was going to get knocked out of bounds or hit the ground. Like he wasn't putting things to chance. There weren't any quails on the lake that day, is really what it boiled down to, right? Like he crushed it. He called a really good game. He'll actually find when he goes back, and I'm sure he's already seen it on the All-22. He's had a couple of scenarios where like he moved around a little bit and freed some guys up and could have had some big plays, but it's also one of those scenarios where in your situation, right? Like something could go wrong in that case, especially with the way the weather was that day. This is the type of game they needed to play and win, because I don't think they would not have played and won this the same game last year. Probably not even the year before, right? I don't know what it was. It just seemed like they were more of a warm weather team the last couple of years. This is a very old school sort of win. Going on the road, they're going to play an AFC Central opponent, right? It's AFC North now, but to me, it's always the AFC Central. They're going down, they're fighting the dog pound.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's not an easy place to play. And it's real easy to get overconfident and be like, yeah, well, it's the Browns. Browns be the Browns, right? Well, they do have Myles Garrett over there, and he can, just drop 5 sacks casually on you. So for them to be able to do what they did, to me, is just Brock doing Brock things. And it shows you again what this offense is capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think that CMC and George Kittle are being overused?
I think they're being overused out of necessity, because who the hell else can you count on? And I don't think George Kittle's being overused. George Kittle's
No.
never overused.
Exactly.
I don't think there's enough of George Kittle.
No.
I think there needs to be more targets of George Kittle. I think there needs to be more screens to George Kittle. I think there needs to be more ways to get him the ball. I don't understand why George Kittle's not taking the occasional tush push snap. If you want to run that same play that the play that the Ravens ran with Andrews, and I know the 49ers run that same play with Juszczyk. Like, I totally could see Kittle doing that same thing, right? Like, he's got the athletic ability to do that. Get the balls in the hand of your playmakers. You go from there. But to me, Christian McCaffrey, this offense is continuing to run through Christian McCaffrey. I'd like to see him get a few less snaps, but we always want to see him get a few less snaps. This offense runs through Christian McCaffrey. He should be the MVP. Why he's not in the MVP conversation blows my absolute freaking mind, because he got hurt last year, right? Like, he's been the one constant on this team all year offensively. Whether Juwan Jennings was out, whether George Kittle was out, whether Brock Purdy was out, Christian McCaffrey was always there. And Mac Jones used him just as much as Brock Purdy does, right?
Yeah.
So to me, like, it should not just be Drake May and Matthew Stafford. This is not, it's not the QB VP. It's the MVP. Okay. Like, that's not how this works. Okay. So no, it's silly. Let's get Christian McCaffrey some MVP love. Like, this dude, he should have had it in 2023. Still don't know why he didn't. Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Because the
Wow.
Ravens came in and won on Christmas. Right.
Yeah.
And even then,
What's
I
up,
think they would have
Papa?
tried to give it to Brock Purdy. Like, I don't know what this slander is towards running backs. This dude is revolutionizing the game. He's their wide receiver 1, and he's their RB1. Hello? Am I missing something? Like, is that, like, in this day and age, is that not crazy? That's crazy to me. And you know that they're trying to get him the ball on every play, and he still scores in almost every friggin' game. Like, it's just insane to me, especially in this day and age. It's not like there's, John Taylor and Jerry Rice are not on this team right now. Okay.
No.
So what they're doing and concentrating this offense through the running back and the tight end, they got to do it. And frankly, I wish they'd use the tight end a little more. I'd like to see 3 running backs and 2 tight ends out there. I don't need a wide receiver out there. I don't. All of these guys have talent and versatility. They can do things. You don't have to have a wide receiver on every play. There is no law on the book that says, gotta have a wide receiver. You've got 3 good tight ends.
True.
It's okay. Use them, and then put Juszczyk in the backfield with, Brian Robinson and Christian McCaffrey. It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
So Leon says CMC is getting a ton of touches, but I don't think it's too much, since a lot of them are receptions in space away from the D line.
That's very true. Yeah, I don't think he's getting a lot of touches. It looks concerning on paper. There are some games where they were up there. You don't want that many, but he's usually around the 24, 25 mark in terms of touches, which is average, It's not the craziness. And he's doing a good job of taking himself off the field, spelling himself, leaving Brian Robinson out there and getting back in when he needs to get in. So kudos for him for, looking out for himself. George Kittle, we all agree he never gets the ball enough. Like,
Right.
just look. They try to guard him with their number 1 defensive back. It doesn't work. They put their slot corner on him. It doesn't work. They put their linebackers on him. It doesn't work. How about the safeties? That doesn't work either. he's just beating everybody.
Mhm.
Right? Like we've seen them where teams have just flat out double teamed him. Like we're just going to take him away. He can't get the ball.
Yeah.
And once again, we got another game where it took 7 guys to tackle him. That's George Kittle.
Right.
So he's definitely
Vector
not being
gadget
used
hands.
enough. Yeah. But I spoke about this going into the season. Option 1 on the offense, Christian McCaffrey. We all know that. Who's option 2? George Kittle.
Mhm.
CMC happens to be RB1, one of the best in the league. George Kittle is tight end 1, the best in the league. Oh, they had just happened to be receiver 1 and receiver 2 on this team. They make up part of the big 3 with Brock Purdy, is that every team needs for their offense to go. Right? You need that quarterback, you need that running back, and you need that receiver. Notice I said receiver. It's a guy that can get out there, get open, catch the ball. Well, it just happens option 1 or 2 both make up that receiver category. So they're dual threat. There you go. So as long as they're out there, we're totally fine. And they seem to be healthy and taking care of their bodies. We know George takes care of his, so we're good.
Papa J says using a 12 and/or 13 personnel will actually open up the passing game more.
Yes. Hello. Correct.
Yeah,
Because teams don't have the ability to match up with that sort of stuff. They don't have the defensive people that can jump in and do that. They just don't. No one does. Like I'm kind of hoping that they're just getting through the season and they unleashed in the playoffs. They could literally like just remember how like the Wildcat really caught fire a few like almost 20 years ago now, and it blew me away that caught fire. But whatever, everything old is new again sometimes. Same thing when Colin Kaepernick started running, a lot more of the
read option,
or the spread, the read option and stuff like that. Like sometimes it just takes a while. I mean, the 49ers revolutionized things with the alley-oop back in the day. You know what I mean? So like I could totally see them just getting into some of these warm weather games and just saying, all right, 3 tight ends, let's go.
Mhm.
Right? 3 tight ends with a use check and a McCaffrey out there. Okay. All right. And one of those tight ends is George Kittle. Oh, okay. Gee golly. I count 2 receivers right there. Who's guarding Christian McCaffrey and who's guarding George Kittle?
Mm.
There you go.
Like you can go through the defenses on the NFC side of the ledger and name me 2 guys on each defense that's going to guard both of them. And then once you name me those 2 guys, now tell me who's going to guard Kyle Juszczyk or Jake Tongas.
Yep. Who can both get open. Excellent route runners, good hands. We've seen it.
Like, what are we doing? Like, we don't, if fetch isn't a thing, right? Whether it's Jawan Jennings or Ricky Pearsall, you don't have to make it a thing. You can go big ball. That's what they should call it. They should go big ball. Like, I don't, a lot of times they call it small ball when you're going whatever. Like, go big, man. Like, you have the horses to do it.
Might as well.
It's more like oxen at this point, but it's okay. It's cool. I would dig it. I don't care how you win. Just win. Right?
We're doing that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we got. Like
We're doing it.
That's where you have your best advantage. Roll with it.
Definitely.
Dina, your thoughts on CMC and George Kittle?
Yeah, sometimes we were talking at the game, my buddies and I, about that. One guy was like, "Why is he always in? Why is he always in?" I said, "Well, he knows when to take himself out when he's ready." But I can understand why people would say that he's always in there. But what else do we have that can get us the yards that we need, that can get us the catches that we need? And as far as Kittle, no, my man needs to be in all the time. Kittle is great at blocking, but he is awesome at catching. He is awesome at running. He needs to be in there all the time. is not enough for me.
Mhm.
Like I said, yeah, the Inspector Gadget hands. And the way that he catches the ball, you wouldn't think that he would catch it. And, because the one time he guys on him, how he came up with that, I will never know, because it looked like the defense got it. But then all of a sudden I saw a hand go like this and snatch it down. I said, oh, okay, go George. That takes some guts. I mean, I love seeing him out there, whether he's blocking, which he's good at it, but I'd rather see him catching and running the ball, with those hands. So yeah, Kittle he needs to be out there more for me.
One receiver who I thought would make more of an impact, and I agree with Leon Sandcastle here, is DeMarcus Robinson.
Get out of my head. I was literally just watching. I've got the L22 on in front of me. And Jess, I'm not kidding you. That just as you said that, I saw DeMarcus Robinson. I'm like, oh, I forgot he even played in this friggin' game. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you mentioned it. Like, yeah, no, go. Like
He looked awesome receiving in preseason, and then nothing since returning from suspension. Thoughts on that, guys?
Yeah. I'm like you, Maddie. I didn't remember seeing him out there.
He's too low on the totem pole for me.
Okay.
Like we just talked about the top two guys. Then you got Jennings, Pearsall, Juice. Right?
And then Tongas.
That's five guys. Right. That's five guys deep too. And then Tongas and Farrell, because Kyle likes the tight ends first. So it's like poor guys way down on the totem pole of who to get the ball to, unfortunately. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, I think he's
can't even get Ricky the ball most of the time, like since he's come back, right? Because he's down on the totem pole too.
Yeah, he's out of sync right now.
He's so out of sync right now. He's getting open, he's running his routes, but in the pecking order.
Yeah.
And remember, the top two guys in the pecking order are all pros who get open. So
he hasn't been there.
You don't wait for number 4.
Mm-hmm. Like he didn't get his number at the deli in time, is what it really boils down to. Is what I meant, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's caught waiting now. You better wait for that pastrami, pal.
Yeah, he ordered after lunch.
Yeah.
Okay, Dina, your thoughts?
Yeah, Pearsall, I would love to see more of him, but again, like you said, the pecking order, and as far as Robinson is concerned, I forgot he was even there. I mean, I know that's terrible to say, but again, I haven't seen any impact. I haven't seen anything that he has really done. I hope that changes. But again, that's going to be one of Shanahan's let's mix things up a little bit type of situation. But I was hoping for more, but I'm not seeing more. Not, at least from Robinson.
Leon says, I will say I hate seeing CMC and the rest of the stars playing when we're up 2 scores with under 2 minutes left. Let James Watkins and some other rooks get snaps.
Yeah, because that's when strange things happen.
As long as Isaac Guerrero doesn't get the ball, I'm okay with it.
Give him the ball. He should have been in the game. Like, I didn't want to see Brian Robinson Jr. out there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bring in Guerrero. Just let him do the same thing. All you're doing is running up the A gap.
Yeah,
tell
because
him,
if he gets loose,
ball,
he's
run up-
gone.
yeah,
My only
exactly.
concern with him is the fumbles. So
Yeah.
Good. Tell them put 2 hands on the ball. Just get up there. We're just trying to burn clock because they're going to do something stupid like call a timeout, and they did.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Terradome says Jordan James and Jordan Watkins. Someone sold us a pair of Jordans with bricks in it.
Got the bootleg Jordans.
and they did,
Um,
and then they had Javon Baker in for a tryout this week, who was like the poster child for that. So yeah, Lord.
Game balls, guys. Go ahead, Maddie.
Matt Gay for the small heart attack.
Mm.
Cleveland Farrell, the sack master. Sky Moore, sky's the limit. And Brock Purdy, because he was the maestro on Sunday. He really was. Like this offense doesn't usually do this well
Mhm.
against this defense.
Right.
So yeah.
I am going to go with the offensive line because Myles Garrett only had 1 sack.
That's an awesome
Cleveland
sack.
Farrell, Keon White, Malik
Yes.
Mustafa, Upton Stout, D Winners, Sky Moore, pretty much the entire team. Gets my game ball. Go ahead, Dina.
Yeah, Sky Moore. And Keon White. Woo! I don't know about you guys, but when he made that hit, everybody at the club felt it. We were all just like, oh.
Which one?
I mean,
you had a hit
I
on the
mean-
quarterback and a big hit on the running back. Which one?
ooh. When he hit the quarterback.
Okay.
I mean, I felt that pain. I was like, damn. But I loved it. Keon White. What did I say? Sky Moore, Brock Purdy, Kittle in the middle. And oh my God. Yeah, Gay, the kicker. Well, I'm having trouble remembering that man's name. But those are my game balls.
Is he gonna be gone soon? I don't know. Game balls. Let's start with the defense. Okay, we're gonna go CJ West, Alfred Collins, Kalia Davis, Kevin Givens, and I'm throwing my boy Cleveland Farrell too, who we should have re-signed after 2023. I think he got priced out. Was it 2023? 2022.
Yeah.
I forget the years.
22, I think.
Getting old. 22. I think he got priced out, but he's back in the fold, and you see why I wanted him to stay back then. He was awesome. Defense, sticking with defense, Malik Mustafa had a hell of a game.
Mhm.
He was coming downhill thumping folk.
He's
He was
looking
awesome.
healthy for the first time all year, fully healthy.
Another guy
competent.
who's played himself into health somehow. Like, hey, I'll take it. Offense got to go with Brock. He was slinging it. I wanted them to throw it more. Just put the ball in his hands. He was that dude. All you people want us to run the ball. Fuck the run. Give it to Brock. Shoot, could have had a 400-yard day, man. Listen, Brock was awesome. So got to give one to him and to George Kittle for just being George Kittle. Because forget the receptions. There was times where he was blocking Myles Garrett and Malik Collins and number 92, who I can't remember, solo, one-on-one, and handling it.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what makes George Kittle the best tight end in football. He's a complete tight end. Well, I got to give one to CMC too, because he decleated like three defensive linemen in this game. I've just completely knocked them on their ass. It was beautiful to see. So give one to him for his blocking too.
I think Harris is number 92, the one that was, mad at Juwan Jennings.
He should have been mad at CMC because he flipped his ass.
He should be
I
mad
gotta pull
at
that play up and
himself.
post it. I gotta pull that play and post it because he flipped him. Oh man.
Ty, you mentioned Kalia Davis, and I feel he's often forgotten. and
Yeah.
he's having a solid season.
He is.
All right, so going into the bye week, Kyle Shanahan had his usual teleconference. It looks like we're going to have Yatir Gross-Matos and Eddie Pinheiro back after the bye week. Ben Barch is done for the season with a foot sprain.
Yeah.
Juice has a rib fracture. He's going to be reevaluated after the bye.
Oh.
Your thoughts on these guys going forward, Dina?
Wow. I was wondering what was up with Juice. I didn't know it was a rib sprain. Huh. Well, that hurts.
Literally.
Yeah, literally, and otherwise. But I'd be glad to see the Y Man back again. That should be interesting. Because I totally forgot about he's out for a while, but yeah, and Pinheiro back, yes, that I'm glad about that. I think that would really not change the dynamic, but make it more complete. Yeah, that the thing about Juice, it's the first time I'm hearing that. But I
it
hope
came out today.
Yeah,
they said it during the game too. That he hurt his ribs.
Oh, okay. I must have been celebrating too much. I didn't hear it. Yeah, but yeah, I think I'll be glad to see Pinheiro back and the Y. I call him the Y Man. And yeah, I'm just shocked over Juice. I'm sorry about that.
Well, I think he'll probably be back after the bye. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think this bye week comes at a perfect time. I know in the beginning of the season, I was like, wow, it's such a late bye. I wasn't really a big fan of it. But now with where we're at, I think it's perfect. Ty, your thoughts?
I've been wanting a late bye for years. I was celebrated when I saw this bye. Like, yes, finally a late bye. Why? We see guys came back. They're healthier now, right? We get a bye. They get to get a little bit more healthy. Got guys who are out coming back, more health. All the troops are coming in healthy.
Yeah,
man, look at it. It's just now a 7 to 8 game sprint to the bowl. 7 to 8 game sprint to the Lombardi. And we're healthy and gelling at the right time. It's beautiful. The guys coming back, great. Love it. I don't think Juice will be out. If he does, I can see him missing the Titans game.
Yeah.
Because it is. Ribs are tricky. Like, you move, a little movement, and that thing could hurt. You breathe deeply.
Right.
And it hurt. But luckily, we have Jake Tonjes, who knows the role. He fits it perfectly, right? He can block as well as go out and passing and catching the ball. We know he can do that very well. So if he needs to fill in for a game, I think we'll be fine there. So, and getting the other guys back like Bethune and such, it just strengthens us so much. So I'm liking where we're sitting in terms of health and guys coming back.
Yeah, Maddie.
I think it's awesome. I can't believe we made it this far. I can't believe we made it to this point, right? At 9-4 of all things. Like I think that's the cool part about it with all these injuries. If I had told all of you at the beginning of the year, hey, Steve Fence is going to lose Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. George Kittle's going to miss X amount of games. Brock Purdy's going to miss X amount of games. What do you think the record's going to be on the bye week? I don't think any of us would have picked 9-4.
That's what I would have told you. Because I stayed.
Ty would have. Ty would have said we're 13-0. Maybe 11-2. Just to be conservative, right? Just in case. Maybe we're going back.
Only because that's my birth date.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only reason why I'd have picked that. 11-2.
But to see what's happening now and to see them get a week to rest up and retool, and to come back from the break and not have to like play the defending Super Bowl champions, in the middle of the Roman Coliseum. They just got to play the Titans at home. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're an NFL team. And yeah, Like they can do things, and they got a young quarterback who I think is going to be really good in this league. But
Mhm.
that team's not quite there yet. So if you're not playing at your best, it may not kill you, right? Or they, worst case scenario, something silly happens. But they, it's a perfect opponent to come back from a bye with. Is really what it boils down to. Because then the next week, he had a big showdown against Chicago. That game's going to be big.
Last 3 games
Yeah.
of the season.
Last 3 games of the
All
season are going to
big.
be huge. I honestly still think that San Francisco Seattle game is going to be the Sunday nighter. I think it's going to end up being
They'll
the
flex
last
it.
game
Yeah.
of the.
I'm with you
I think
there.
it's going to be the Sunday nighter.
They'll flex that thing.
Mm.
All right. So, what are our chances of winning out? What do you guys think?
Perfect.
Good. Good.
Action. Right where we got them right where we want them. We got them
Bring
right
'em on.
where we want them.
Bring them on.
As long as if the Brock Purdy that showed up this past Sunday is a Brock Purdy that we've got for the rest of the season, which I feel pretty confident with. Iron sharpens iron in my eyes. I don't
Mhm.
think he's the type of guy who's going to take any team seriously. And he's not going to take them lightly. Like he's
Yeah.
going to take all of them seriously. Yeah, I could totally see this. Like he's going to be hungry. Like that's the other thing too. Like this is a hungry quarterback. He missed a lot of time this year. He wants to go out and kill people. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
wants to make up for that lost time. So
What?
this is almost perfect. It's like remember when Roger Clemens used to come back for the Yankees and the Astros? Like he'd miss the first couple months of the season, and then he'd just pitch the rest of the way, get them all the way through. It's kind of the same vibes in a way. It was unintentional. You'd want him to play the rest of the year, but the whole year. But he's young, he's fresh, he's ready to go, wants to prove himself, and he wants to win some football games.
Yeah.
Taradome says that yes, we are wearing the rivalry jerseys for the Seattle game.
Oh.
We're winning that one. Us
Okay.
versus Chicago will be the test. A lot of people are saying that us versus the Colts is going to be a big one, and a lot of people have marked us to lose that one.
Well, that's great. When the starting quarterback's playing with a broken leg, let's
Thank you.
temper our
Yep.
expectations a little bit, right?
Yep.
And also, a lot of these teams are really good at running the ball. And I couldn't help but notice that a lot of our defensive line continues to get, healthy, and they're going to be fresh after this bye week, right? So, that rookie wall that a guy like a CJ West has or an Alfred Collins has or something like that, this
Mhm.
almost hits them at the perfect time because this is the time of year where their college season kind of wraps up and they're
Yeah.
getting ready for a bowl game typically, right?
Yeah.
They're not used to playing this long.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. So now they get kind of this little break to kind of refresh, and now they're going to have to bounce back and get ready. And yeah, it's not a full month of practice getting ready for a bowl game or 2 or 3 college playoff games or whatever, but you've got some games left now, and you've got some fresh legs behind you. So this couldn't have played out any better based on the circumstances of the cards that were dealt.
All right, two
Mhm.
more before we
Mhm.
hit the 2-minute warning. Can the Niners win the division, the conference, and the Super Bowl? Ty,
Yes, yes, and yes.
Dina,
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
I like
Maddie.
that even better.
Yes, they absolutely can. The way it's setting up this year, everything that's going on in the league is rewarding good quarterback play, good running backs, and solid defense, right? And special teams is also getting a little bit of highlight. Guess what? They've got fun sprinkles in every single category. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, you get an absolutely from me too. As far as BA is concerned, are we surprised that we are not going to see him again out
Hell
on
no.
the field?
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Before the season started, people questioned would he be back.
Yeah,
Like this is not shocking, no matter what the situation is. So
just it is what
I
it
ain't
is
even
at
thinking
this
about
point,
him.
and that's
Yeah.
it. Like it's already.
Like I ain't
Like-
even thinking about him.
What's that Eagles song? Already gone. Like
Yeah.
see you later.
I'm
Like, I mean, that's-
already
I mean-
gone.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's really it. You know what I mean? And that's not a knock on him. Like I don't blame him.
Yeah.
right? Like you've made this decision for you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what you think is best. Rock on, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2 minutes. Ty, go.
Geez, I already spilled most of my guts. Love the buy, but no, just the hats off to Brock, because after so much crap that he took last week, to see him just play with pride. And remember, this is only his third game back from coming back from that injury, right? So we saw a little blip in the second game, boom, bounce back, great performance in the third, and he gets to sit back, reflect on that, heal up, and carry that going forward.
Yeah.
He's going to be dangerous to watch.
Dina?
Yeah. 46 years of being a diehard fan. I am so excited this year. And I can't wait. Kudos to the offensive line, even Brendel. Also, I'm like so grateful to see our special teams do what they've been doing. This gives me some hope, gives me a little bounce in my step, a little shuffle when I get to work. Yeah, especially around Giants fans. You know, I'm like, ah.
Those people.
But yeah, I'm psyched.
Shout out to the chat. You guys are always awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Roger Craig, one of 3 senior nominees for the Hall of Fame. This is the farthest that he's come so far. He needs to get in.
Yes.
Get him in the hall.
Yes.
Yeah, other than that, and enjoy the bye week. And Maddie, you're up.
Kyle Shanahan for Coach of the Year and CMC for MVP. That's all I got for you.
Boom.
All right, that does it for us. Enjoy the bye week. We'll see you next week. Go Niners.
Peace.
See you, everybody.
And of course, for the upstart 49ers, they're 6 yards away from Pontiac. 3rd and 3. We'll see a pickup sometime